Hi, Leo. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-March 2025 love reading. Thanks to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's in the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. As far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side, we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Awakening. So this is the equivalent of the Sun in traditional tarot. And to me, this says that you might have really found yourselves drawn heavily toward this person in the past. You might have actually started to see some signs and synchronicities that might have brought that to your awareness as well, given that we see the angelic figure there in the artwork, and we also see the name Cupid up at the top. So yeah, it could just be saying that maybe you might have found yourselves strongly drawn to this person, and again, like I said, maybe you saw some things aligning that made you feel like there was something bigger within the connection between the two of you. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the King of Cups, so Scorpio energy here. And to me, this says that more than likely they felt a strong draw to you as well. If you look at the body language facing the card on your side, right? But I feel like this is saying that also they might not have been very forthright about those feelings, So Scorpio archetype in a way tends to at times prefer to see how the other side is feeling before they come out and express themselves. But at the very least, it looks like they did have interest in you in the past. Right, present energy on your side, we have the King of Arrows. So this is actually Aquarius energy here. And if we look at the artwork, now we see the body language back turned to the cards on the side. Also, we see they're holding flowers though, and the arrow representing communication. So yeah, to me this says that you still have feelings for this person, but for whatever reason it seems like there's a reluctance on your part to express those feelings. So I don't know if maybe the two of you had a falling out at some point, or maybe if there's just resistance on your part to be the first one to express those feelings, whatever the case may be. Looks like the feelings are there, but expressing them doesn't seem to be something you're willing to do at this time. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is a Pisces energy here. So for some of you, this could be pointing to the timeline when we get to that last week and a half of Pisces season as to when they're going to be feeling this way. But if not, that could just be saying maybe there's a connection between the two of you with music. So for example, let me just give you a generic 21st century example, right? Let's say if the two of you did have a falling out, right? Maybe they're posting songs or something like that to try to get a message across to you rather than directly say what they're feeling. Something along those lines there. But yeah, at the very least, this says to me that their feelings do seem to be pretty strong for you, though. Alright, future energy on your side, we have Magic. So this is the equivalent of the Magician in traditional tarot. And to me, this says that ultimately, in the future, you'll come to the realization that however you do want the connection to go, I feel like this is saying that you realize you have all the tools to move it in the direction that you like to see it go. So, for example, if you'd rather see the connection get back together and improve, I feel like this is saying you have the tools at your disposal to make that happen, right? Or if you'd rather part ways, you have that in your favor as well. But I feel like this is saying you're going to come to the realization that you have more power in the situation than maybe you thought you did in the past. Right, and future energy on their side, we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, in the future looks like this person will definitely want to come back toward you as well. So yeah, it could just be one of those things. Right now we're in Venus retrograde, we have Mercury retrograde coming up, eclipse season, so there's plenty of things going on that could cause disruptions within any connections, romantic or otherwise, at this time. But I feel like this is saying for the most part it would be temporary, and then it looks like the two of you will have the desire to move back toward each other soon. Now, I do have to say, we do see what looks like a red flag hanging from that thing they're holding, right? So it could just be saying that maybe that's something to watch out for, right? But for majority, I feel like this is sort of saying that I feel like it's more of a approach to things where you might be taking things a bit more heavily than they are, but we'll see as we go. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Judgment. So yeah, so for a lot of you, this looks like someone you do have a past with, and maybe there was a split already. And given, like we mentioned, the retrogrades a couple minutes ago, that could be what's bringing this connection back to the forefront for you guys too. Bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is Virgo energy here, and it could just be saying that maybe that's where the disconnect lies. So if you look at your side, we have a major arcana card in the past, future, and bottom of the deck. They don't have any major arcana cards. So maybe the main thing coming across here, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the knights. So it could just be saying that they might have feelings like you do, but it could just be a difference of they're moving a lot more slowly within the connection. Whereas, like I said, for you guys, if we just think of the term awakening, right? For you, it might have felt like this sudden huge thing, and you felt like there was something faded about it, right? Whereas for this person, it just seems like they were going through a more natural progression with their feelings. So that could be part of where the disconnect was coming in, right? It wasn't so much that they didn't feel strongly toward you, it was just they were moving at a slower speed, and that just seems to be their approach in general. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love Oracle card deck. I did pre-shuffle this deck, but I'm going to give it a few more shuffles. Alright, now I'll put the deck down, and what we'll do is just cut the deck and pull a card that way. Take this one, get this out of the way, and next we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. I pre-shuffled this one as well, but I'll give it a few more shuffles. And same thing, I'll cut this deck and we'll pull a card. And I'll get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card first. Alright, we have Unavailable. It says this person is unable to give you all you deserve. So interesting message there, right? Because if you remember, I mentioned with the Scorpio energy, I was saying, sometimes they like to sit back and see how the other person's feeling first before they express themselves, right? So at least to this point, while the feelings look genuine on your part in the past, I don't see a clear indicator that you ever expressed those feelings. So that could be part of where the resistance is coming in between the two of you. But if that's the case, the unavailability part looks like it might start to lessen as time goes on, because we do see the Knight energy coming toward your energy. So that could change in the future. But if you're wondering why you felt that strong disconnect right now, that could be the reason why. All right. And from the Wisdom Oracle deck, we have Soulmates. There's the artwork, the number's 41. And then this message, before we even look at what it says in the book, seems to point to the awakening, right? Where, like I said, it seems like in the past you felt like there was something strong at play there between the two of you. So we'll see what that message has to say. All right, the relationship message says, consider love in its deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? Because it seems like the friction and everything going on within the connection does seem to have an actual bigger message at play there, right? A bigger meaning at play. And then again, that could explain why we're seeing so many major arcana cards on your side. And for some of you, maybe it was, like I said, for you to realize your own power in the situation and your own ability to take charge of the connection if you'd like to. So, hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.